They all laughed at me, my own sister included. They called me a failure, a burden, someone with no future. But one moment, just one moment, changed everything. What happened next will shock you, inspire you, and make you rethink what it means to rise from failure. Stay until the end, because this is not just a story of success. It is a story of love, courage, and the power of never giving up. I remember the day they laughed. Not quietly. Not politely. They mocked me openly. Unemployed, they said. A burden. My sister's friends smirked. My own family shook their heads. I wanted to disappear, to sink into the floor, to vanish from their judgmental eyes. I had no job, no money, no future, or so I thought. But she believed in me. She, with her quiet strength, her unshakable faith, her tender heart. She held my hand that night and whispered, "You are not what they see. You are what you build." Her words were a balm and a spark. I felt something stir, a stubborn ember of hope, the courage to rise. The next months were hell. I worked long nights, skipped meals, endured humiliation at every turn. Every failed pitch, every rejection, felt like a blade. Yet she remained by my side. She sacrificed her own comforts to support me. She reminded me, in her soft, steady way, that pain is temporary, but character endures. There was betrayal too. A partner who promised help vanished. Investors laughed at my ideas. I lost nearly everything. I remember the coldness of my apartment, the echo of silence, the ache in my chest. I thought I was alone. Then I saw her, reading by the window, waiting, unwavering. Her smile carried the weight of 1,000 lifetimes of belief. I realized failure is only final when we give up. Step by step, brick by brick, I rebuilt. Small wins became momentum. Small victories became faith. I learned patience, humility, and the power of relentless effort. I learned that love is not comfort, it is the force that makes a person rise from ashes. Then came the moment. A single decision, a risk, a pitch no one believed in. It changed everything. Doors opened. Opportunities multiplied. Success arrived, not as luck, but as a testament to struggle, endurance, and unwavering support. I looked at her, and she smiled, not with pride, but with quiet knowing. We had endured together. We had risen together. And yet, even in triumph, I feel the sting of those early days, the whispers of doubt, the weight of every moment they laughed. I carry it, not as shame, but as fuel. For every person who doubts, who laughs, who dismisses, there is a chance to prove them wrong. There is a chance to transform pain into power. I breathe in the city skyline, the hum of life around me, and I know the journey has only begun. I am no longer the man they mocked. I am stronger, wiser, loved even after success. Nights were not easy. I wake sometimes drenched in sweat, haunted by the memory of laughter, of being dismissed, of feeling invisible. She senses it without words. She sits beside me, her hand finding mine, her presence steady like a lighthouse in a storm. She taught me that vulnerability is not weakness. It is honesty, and honesty is what builds trust, with oneself and others. I remember the first big deal I closed. The office was empty. The city lights glimmered like distant stars. I wanted to call her, to tell her she was the reason I did not give up. When I saw her walking into the room, carrying nothing but belief in me, I realized my triumph was not mine alone. It was ours. Every sleepless night, every bitter rejection, Every tear she let me shed, they were part of this victory. But success comes with its own battles. Greed whispers. Friends vanish. Some pretend to be allies while plotting behind your back. I was tempted to harden my heart, to trust only myself. And then I remembered her words, "A strength without kindness is empty. Power without love is hollow." She reminded me that real wealth is measured in the lives you touch, in the goodness you spread, in the courage you inspire. One evening, she looked at me across the balcony, the city humming beneath us, and said, "Do not build your empire for them. Build it for who you were when they laughed." Her words cut deeper than any insult, and yet they lifted me higher than any praise. I understood then that the journey is not about proving people wrong. It is about becoming the person you needed when no one believed in you. I close my eyes and feel the weight of every failure, every betrayal, every heartbreak. And I breathe in the knowledge that none of it was wasted. Each moment carved the man I am today. The billionaire in the world's eyes is only a reflection. The real victory is the man who faced despair and chose to rise. I turn to her, and I see not just a partner, but a mirror of courage, patience, and unwavering love. Together, we are unstoppable. And yet, even as doors open and fortunes grow, a whisper of doubt lingers. A choice looms, one that could change everything once again. The day came when everything I had built faced a test. A decision that could either elevate us or destroy us. I stood at the edge of doubt, feeling the ghosts of my past whispering failure. She held my hand, her eyes steady, her faith unwavering. "You have everything you need," as she said. Not because the world gave it, but because you earned it through courage and heart. I took the risk. I embraced the challenge. And as the doors opened, as the world acknowledged my work, I realized the truth. Success is not measured in wealth or titles. It is measured in resilience, in love, in the hands that lift you when you falter, and in the strength to rise when everyone doubts you. I looked at her and knew the greatest fortune in life is not money. It is the people who see your value when no one else does. It is the courage to transform pain into purpose. And in that moment, I understood that anyone can rise, if they never give up, if they love deeply, and if they dare to believe in themselves. The laughter that once tore me down now echoes as a reminder. Your struggles do not define you, your choices do.